Welcome back. In today's Michigan Science Center demo, we're looking at pH testing. Joining us to show us how to change the pH of red wine is Angela Kavanaugh. Angela, thank you so much. I love it when you come to visit.
Yes, we love being here, Troy. Thanks so much for having us.
You always make it so much fun. So let's first talk about well, first of all, look at us. We're scientists.
We're ready
here.
to go.
But you know, we're talking about pH.
Yep.
What is the importance and why do we care about pH?
Yeah, so first of all, it's important to understand what pH is. So you might have heard of acids and bases before. Bases also are called alkaline. But basically what acids and bases are is how willing a substance is to either accept a proton or give it away.
Okay.
So acids are really eager to give away their protons. Bases are really excited to take them.
Okay.
And when we combine them, like baking soda and vinegar, I'm sure people, our audience, have made baking soda vinegar volcanoes before. It creates that really fizzy reaction.
Yeah, so we're going to show how these different reactions happen, and you've got red wine here.
Yes.
So maybe we could taste a little bit of that later. but I
Maybe
don't know.
after the show.
This does kind of remind me of when my dad would always check the pH balance of the swimming pool. And that's important because, you know, we can have reactions to our skin and other things like that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. So our bodies have a very particular pH. Our blood has a pH. Our stomach acid has a different pH. That's why they're sort of kept apart. You definitely don't want them to mix.
Okay.
But your example with the swimming pool, what you probably remember is that your dad would take an indicator and test the water to see what color it turned.
Yeah, he would put a droplet in there of something.
Yes, exactly.
And that would test it. So how do we do this? What are we going to do?
So we're going to use red wine as our indicator.
Okay.
So red wine contains a substance called anthocyanins, and there's a lot of different produce and plants that contain this.
Okay.
And it's in things like blueberries, red cabbage, purple cabbage, red grapes, of course. And we can tell when we go to the grocery store because it has that purple, red, or blue pigment.
Okay.
And that's a natural indicator for pH. So what I have here is called litmus paper, and this is what we use in labs to test the pH of something.
Okay.
So right here, I have this little tiny glass of vinegar. We're gonna put our litmus paper in there. You can see.
Turned red.
Yeah, it turned red.
Okay.
If we look at here, it looks the same color as the 2.
Okay.
Vinegar has a pH of about 2.
Okay.
And so the litmus paper is one type of indicator that scientists use.
Okay.
Now we're going to use red wine. Red wine is already acidic, and so it won't really respond with the vinegar. But I have some bases that we're going to try and see what color they turn.
This is complicated.
Yes.
We're getting into a lot of stuff here.
It's very exciting. So the
All right.
first one that we have here is just baking soda in water.
Okay.
Baking soda is, of course, a base.
And you want me to pour that into which one?
I'm going to have you pour it in this one. This one's going to be our example of what color
Now,
it was originally.
Is this going to fizz and explode all over the place?
It should not fizz
Let's
and
hope it
explode. It
does.
should just change the color.
Oh man, I want to see it explode and do all kinds of crazy stuff. All right,
All
it did change the color. It got
yeah,
darker.
we can see it's a little bit darker. So once again, this is going to be our reference point for what the wine looked like originally.
Okay.
The next one we're going to test is the Windex.
Okay,
Windex. This is just a window
drinking
cleaner.
this. Yeah.
No. We're
All
not
right.
drinking this wine after
Let's
that.
pour that in, see what happens.
And we'll see if it changes the color of the wine anymore.
Okay, a little bit. It's a little
Yeah.
bit darker, but you can tell a little slight difference.
Yeah, a little slight difference. And then this last one we have here, which is why you have on the gloves, but before you pick it up, put on your goggles,
yes,
because
okay.
this is ammonia.
Oh, thank you.
Ammonia is a much stronger base. We use it for cleaning oftentimes, and we definitely want to make sure that we don't get it in our eyes or skin or anything like that. So
How
go ahead.
nice of you to protect me from that.
Of course,
Thank you.
we're all about safety
Now
at the
I'm all-
Michigan Science Center.
Let's see what happens.
Pour that one in.
Let's pour it in. Oh, it looks like it got a lot darker.
Yeah, so
than even the first
ammonia
one.
is our strongest base of these three. So you
Okay.
can see that because it's such a strong base, it really changed that color. If we put it next to our reference, we can see exactly how far that changed.
So this teaches us what about pH?
So this teaches us that these different substances have a basic pH, which means that they are closer to 14 than 7 because 7 is that neutral.
Okay.
Now this is actually an experiment that we also do at the Michigan Science Center. We don't use red wine because there's kids, but we do use another produce-powered indicator, but you'll have to come and visit us to find out what it is.
Well, we mentioned also earlier that a lot of people buy this special pH water and then add like lemon to it. That negates the pH, right?
It sure does. So when you buy alkaline water or things like that, it is more basic. But when you add lemon juice, which is acidic, you're basically canceling those out because the base accepts the proton that the acid gives
So
away.
don't add the lemon to that special expensive water. that you're
Correct,
paying
yeah.
for.
And like I said, our bodies inside have a very scheduled pH, and so it's very regulated. We don't even have to think about it. And so drinking those special types of water doesn't even really affect our bodies because our bodies are so regulated
So we're just
themselves.
wasting money. Anyway, tell me how we can get involved and do some more stuff at the Science Center downtown. There's a lot going on. What's happening?
Absolutely. So So like I said, this is an experiment that we will be doing on the weekends in our kids lab space. So everyone is welcome to come and participate in that. And then if you're really excited, if you have incoming K through 8th graders, we have our summer camps coming up, our Spark camps, and they're super fun. Enrollment is open on our website, and we have a 1 week called Fizz Bang Science, and it's going to be all experiments like this. We will make some stuff fizzle a little bit more and maybe some explosions and things like that.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun.
You'll have to come visit us at our summer camps.
You know, I've driven by and I keep planning to go down. They've closed so many roads, I got confused finding my way down. You know, I've only been here 3 months. So I promise I'm going to come visit. Thank you so much.
Right off of John R. That's where our parking lot is.
Thank you. We love you. Angela Kavanaugh from the Michigan Science Center. Go on down there and learn a lot. We'll be right back right here on CBS News Detroit at 8.